Good morning, YouTube. I'm back again, and hopefully we'll be able to wrap up this little series this morning and I can get it uploaded for you. So I thought I'd just show you the entrance to this outdoor area that I've had built. So I'm coming in from my garage as I call it, and this is sort of like a little bit of a work area. I've put these on the gate and just hung them on there, so hopefully I'll put my tools back where they belong instead of leaving them on the ground or wherever, in the dirt, in the mix, potting mix. This area here I haven't finished tidying up as yet. It's tidy enough to show you, but not really as tidy as I want it. I don't know what I'm going to do in this corner. I might try and put a low-lying table or something in here to work on. And this little box here, I'm just off on a sidetrack at the moment. I'm going to Kalamunda tomorrow, which is in the hills, and I'm taking these to a chap and we're going to swap some orchids. I'm going to pot some monster orchids that he's got, some specimen size ones, hopefully bring quite a number of cuttings back or plants back, because he doesn't want them all. And he gave me this Docrylia, and I've mounted it for him because he doesn't have any mounts and he's never seen any. And it's actually got a spike. I don't know if you can see it there. So that's going to be open probably, I don't know, it might take a week or so. And that's a little mount for him. And I did him a couple of other little ones. There's a Hartmannii sarcocalis, a piece of the bird's nest that I showed you yesterday, and it does have a little growth on it somewhere, so hopefully he'll be able to get that going. But the reason I've given him these tiny little plants is to get him used to growing other genera, because he doesn't have that many, so he'll learn. Anyway, this area is virtually a work in progress, and I've been keeping my plants on here that I don't intend to keep. So in other words, well, most of them. In other words, what am I trying to say? These are orchids that I've bought at auction, and they probably will go on the sales bench as soon as I know what they are as to colour and if I like them or not. If I like them, then I'll hold some back, because most of them are multiples. So not this lot though. These are still some of the seedlings that I've been buying over the last couple of months. A couple of species fail here. That's an Angrecum. This one is Fimbriata. I bought that recently. A couple that don't look so crash hot. And I'm having a go as I repot my oncidiums. Any back bulbs that I get, I'm putting in little pots to see if I can get them going. So really, it's a learning curve for me to do this, because I get to see them grow from scratch, and I tend to learn a lot more this way rather than just buying a plant and, you know, have it looking pretty. Same as this one, I would have repotted this one up, and they don't tend to do well for me. So I'm experimenting with mixture at the moment. So this one's in bark, and it probably should be in a much smaller bark. And this one is in a very fine mix. So when I say very fine, it's perlite, some really small bark, and I'm trying some cocoa mix. It's not the peat mix, it's just the cocoa coir mix. We'll see how it goes anyway. This is a corner curvy, which I bought at the show, the last show we had, which was just over a week ago. I've got some phals here. This one actually is one of my mini phals. I had to repot it for some reason, as is this one. But this one, and this one, they're from the auction that I went to. I think it was in about April, and they were looking absolutely dreadful. They're looking better now, and they still look dreadful, but I tell you, they look 10 times better than what they did. And I've got a Hoya here, which I'll have to get an address to take to, because I did a swap with one of my orchid buddies, and I haven't seen her for about 4 or 5 months now, so I have to deliver it to her. I've got a lovely little Renanthera here in flower. I don't know if I've posted this one before. I think I have. But it's absolutely beautiful. And this is, I'll show you the label. If I can get it in the viewfinder. God, I don't know why I have so much trouble. Oh, here we go. Xing Fong Little Cat. Oh God, I've got to get it out. Harvest. So that's its varietal name, Harvest. So it really is pretty. It's extremely perfumed, not extremely perfumed. It's got a beautiful perfume is what I'm trying to say. And it's gorgeous. There, I'm getting a better shot now. And this one I did actually film when I did the little video of our last show at the Inter-Society Display and Workshop, which was 2 weekends ago now. And this is a species Cattleya guatemalensis. Have I got that right? I think so, but I can't see the label. Oh, I don't know where that's gone. Yeah, it's guatemalensis. And it really, really is gorgeous. It's got some very delicate sort of, I don't know what colour you'd call that. It's peachy brown and a really deep pink lip. And it's quite a tubular lip on it. Quite a tubular lip. It's very long and narrow. And very different from the other one that I saw there. Completely different. Okay, I've got some Potinaras here, which are from the auction. And they're starting to look a bit better, although that one's looking a bit dicky, isn't it? They're starting to look better than they were. They've perked up somewhat. And the collection of Sarcochilis that I got at that auction, these are all named varieties. All from the eastern states, because we don't have them as terrestrials here in WA. They come from, usually from New South Wales and a little way up into Queensland. And I'm not sure if they hit the north of Victoria or not, but all along the eastern seaboard. So I've got quite a few of those, as you can see. I've given a few away to the friends who help me do a lot of the work out here. And as they get bigger, then I possibly will try and divide them. I'm going to hang on to them for a while so that I get a decent price for them when I sell them. And up here, we're going up into the roof now. Yesterday I hung some cymbidiums up there, mainly to get them out the way because I kept banging my head. See that lone hook just here? I had 2 hanging from there. Well, yesterday, if I did it once, I must have done it 8 times at least. So I've put them here out the way, and this is a hanger that holds 4, so this is really a good idea. And I've got this little one here hanging from my security camera, and this one is my most recent purchase, cymbidium purchase, and I got this at the Cymbidium Winter Show. Oh, that's got to be 3 weeks ago now. I'll tell you what it's called because this one is a special, a very special. Oh, I can't see it through the viewfinder, so I have to read it above. It's Sweet Wine Labour. That's what it's called, and I know the label is terrible. I will get this sorted out one day when I get time, when I've finished all my work out here. But what is special about this particular cymbidium, and hopefully it will flower next year, I've been told, it is pyloric. So that's my first pyloric purchase. And at the species meeting last night, I was talking to a girlfriend, and she was saying that she needs to get rid of her Sims because she doesn't have room. I told her she just needed a new shade house, but she wasn't into that. So I'm getting 10 more, which may, or have a 50% chance of being pyloric. So there's my Sims hanging up there, or some of them. So I've got 8, 10. I've got 9 hanging up there, so that's great that they're out the way. There's still 2 little ones on the wall, and I still have this hanging wall here of Cymbidiums. My plan for the Sims is to let them flower, hopefully, and then the ones that I'm not wrapped with I will sell. They'll go onto the sales bench. I will probably keep most of my species, because this one's a species and I'm not sure, it could be Aleifolium or Aloifolium. That looks like a species. Yeah, it's Dianum. There's a few seedlings which I've won at the raffles at the Sim Show, and they're daft, our Cymbidium Club. They really are daft, and I'll tell you why. They elected me as president. That was a big mistake on their part, and I told them, but they were desperate, absolutely desperate. Anyway, I'm evolving, folks. I am evolving. I'm learning. Oh, there's another mount. Perhaps I better get him out the way, put him back with the rest, because if I don't leave the mounts together, then I forget about them when I'm watering, and I've already sprayed this morning. So I'll just give him a little spray now. And I've just noticed on the clock I'm 10 minutes into this video, so I don't know if it will upload, but we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. And this is Chrysotoxum or Chrysotoxum. I've got a couple of species with that name. They're Dendrobiums, Chrysotoxum and Chrysotoxum, and I've googled them both and they seem to be the same orchid. So why they've got 2 names I don't know. It's just confusing to folks like me. Okay, so I've just given all the little mounts a spray, and really I guess that now concludes the sweep of my shade house. So I'll just go around for you. That's where we came in. That's my bench, my Sims, my water supply, that's full of rainwater. And we'll just go and say hello to Min again. Oh, I forgot to show you this yesterday. This is an Oncidium. It's actually a Zelglossoda that I'm just in love with, and I have been for years since I first saw this. This is the picture on top of my YouTube channel. I don't know that it comes out. Yeah, I don't use YouTube to download. I just do it from my camera section. But I love this. This is Calico Gem, and I can't get enough of them. I actually bought a seedling today, this season. And we'll just say hello to Min. Morning, Min. He's got both flowers out today. Isn't he gorgeous? Okay, I better wrap it up in case I can't upload, because I don't particularly want to do this again. So, bye for now.